All this free time, why not make the most of it with a game?
Wake up! Wake up! Hey, wake up! The sun's frying your butt. Are you okay? Can you hear me? I didn't hear. You're not. Even though I'm so jealous that you got a good. The Stellaron was the family's official. Now everyone's waiting for you. After it's a the Iris family sent it. The Stellaron with the family's now all the major. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, let's go. How extravagant. Just like Epsilon. How was it? Did it live up to your dreamscape expectations?
You already asked that when we first got here.
Yeah, and you said no back then. But after all this madness, I'd say you've grown fond of it. But just a heads up, you're still on the Bloodhound family's wanted list, so keep a low. And this time, it's Firefly.
Halo Adi Wirano, halo.
Not Sam. That's gotta be a
Saya udah mampir ya.
experience for you, right?
Indeed. In Kafka's words, that's also a missing part of my life.
Halo Botak.
Still,
Siapa nih dari
it's
Corbuzier?
inconvenient if I can't move freely. Could you help me out, Silverwolf?
I knew you'd say that. Don't worry. I've hacked all the systems and left no trace. Don't do anything that
Baca tuh Ami.
and don't talk with
Tanaya kabar pengurangan anak sabaraha.
Ya tinggal kali tuh tinggali santeuna di longok aya ye mobil teh boga jelemaana ye gitu ngobrol lain pieu we ngumpul.
Ya,
Ya bisa segala di itu kan.
problem, Miss Samuel. I love this fake name. Now that we're done here in Penacony, what will you do in your free time?
Ya, Botak baru mulai.
Genius Society is here. How about we go stir up some excitement?
Halo Abdul Hadi.
Well, you know my script isn't over yet.
I didn't bring you back to hear an answer like that.
Don't worry. The script says that I'll experience 3 deaths, but also receive an
Oh, thank you Botak, thank you ya.
How will I know if I don't try? All possibilities exist until the outcome actually happens, right?
You may not realize it, but you have a bad habit. Whenever you get one for me too. Just swipe my card.
Ya, thank you Bro Hadi, thank you ya, thank you botak.
She didn't specify anything, but I guess she means a dress, coat, sunglasses, or something else.
Sure, I'll keep an eye out. There's tons of options at OT Mall. Do you think she'll like trinkets, like hair accessories or brooches?
Those sound more like something for young. Oh, by the way, Blade didn't explicitly say it, but I think he was trying to say something like, temptation will show up again in Penacony.
Got it. He was just... I won't do anything crazy. I just want to wander around and see more of the world for myself. I want to buy some oat cake rolls. I've had a cake roll every day since I arrived in Penacony, from the first day to the last. But today, I'll buy 2 and give you 1. And if you don't like them, I'll enjoy double the pleasure. Or I can bring one to Kafka, as she never refuses. That's not written in the script, right? But as you see, I have added new footnotes to my destiny.
Welcome, Director Tope.
Huh. I thought they would
About this, Director. This conference between the atmosphere here.
If I'm right, this influential figure...
Ah, your mind is always so...
They can just tell everyone on our team to stay...
Oh,
Oh, and one more thing. Don't call Miss...
got it.
Apa nih? Nggak juga sih kalau baru bangun. Dari tadi baru main aja.
I tripped and fell. No idea. Just completely face planted.
None of the important...
Umur mah udah berumur
Looks like the conference won't
di atas 30.
Oh, are you hungry, Numby?
Bisa di skip lagi.
Food in the dream. Numby, catch! Oh, looks delicious, huh?
So many buttons. Huh. Didn't expect those pooches to actually respond.
Huh? What are these? For my safety?
Not exactly, according to those involved. Luckily, no one believed.
Where's that prankster?
However, anyway, the family will deal with these things. Please kindly keep your distance.
Kalau live udah lama sih, udah beberapa kali, cuman ini baru lagi. Kemarin-kemarin kadang tiap hari, sekarang udah jarang sih, paling seminggu sekali, 2 kali, paling seminggu dalam seminggu.
I assume you are the radiant felspars. Oh, so it's owned by Indeed.
Ya main game-game gini.
Please allow me to continue reverberation. I apologize. Thankfully, the factor's so. Well, thank you for explaining matters to me. Goodbye. Hello?
Ya, thank you Batak.
The talent motivation department? I'm working on a major project. The way I handled the Urillo case, I just don't understand. Sounds exhausting. In my opinion, you handled that project quite well. A little ball of ice in exchange for the Astral Express's good favor. That's not a bad deal for the department. It's been a while, little Yelena. I've been looking forward to working with you. Never imagined this day would come so soon. Is there trouble? You can tell me anything. Just like old times. It's been a while. You're still so forward. I'm, well, as sharp as you are. I believe, old... That's true, and it works in our favor. Do you know why? If we can reach some sort of agreement with old Odie beforehand... Exactly. As long as the it's similar to the power struggles after the downfall of the Yoke family. Old Otie's back. Yes, that's absolutely pretty clear. Although, you seem to have... That was based...
I apologize for interrupting your conversation, but the family head is ready to meet the
Iya sih, memang ini kalau live jarang yang nonton sih, belum rame memang.
Time to get to work. Let's prepare ourselves and meet that
Ini subscriber juga kebanyakan dari ini sih dari short. Kalau live paling ya berapa persen paling nggak sampai 5% kayaknya. Halo Wanda Kumis, thank you ya. Oh ada peti nih, Dinambi dapat peti. Oh, tahu ini. Halo Abdul Hadi. Amin botak, amin.
Hard work pays off.
Ya sih. Kenapa nggak dari dulu ya pakai ini kalau ini?
Don't you dare embarrass me.
Oke botak, thank you ya. Ntar ini mau ke WC dulu ini juga.
Hi, this is Toga speaking. 여보세요? Hi. How? Jadala. Sure thing. Hi, this is Toga speaking. 여보세요? Hi. How? Jadala. Sure thing.
Jam, kenalan jam.
Hi, this is Choka speaking.
Welcome aboard my ship. Please, have a seat.
Lihat ntar aja jam. Selalu.
Welcome.
No problem at all, Mr. After all, to many, you are the legendary figure.
I always enjoy
The future of Penacony.
Let's take that golden. Wasn't it adventure?
The wisdom and experience. Let's assume your assumption.
I appreciate your composure, Miss Jade. You must have witnessed much. However,
Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
Ya, dari mana emang?
then I'll be
Skor
straightforward.
lah, skor ini,
I
skor.
requested this meeting before the official conference to dissuade the strategic investment department from trying to lay a finger. If you back off now, you can make a smooth exit and prevent the IPC from losing face during more important negotiations.
One of our P45 executives was attacked and nearly killed in the dreamscape. The IPC can't simply ignore this incident. Moreover, considering the turbulence despite your determined attitude, the issues plaguing Penacony
Granny yang di komputer apa di HP? Kalau di HP enggak, di komputer juga enggak sih.
The term real, Miss Topaz, but let's not forget that this is the realm of dreams. If you want to get curious about how I plan to respond to the IPC, well, I don't mind sharing. My actions will help Penacony.
Main FF sempat dulu, sekarang udah enggak lagi sih, udah jarang.
If I'm not mistaken, you want
Lagi apa? Sibuk di kerjaan, lagi rame, jadi agak berkurang main ini.
I prefer to open the doors. Starting today, anyone in the cosmos can become a
Shadow of the Land of the Dream.
This is the path.
Nanti paling kalau main, nanti aja. Cuman ya nggak tentu juga.
This reform should have been implemented earlier, but unfortunately, the Oak family were a bunch of blockheads blinded by order. Their level of intellectual flexibility doesn't even come close to an old fellow like me. Thanks to the little reverberation earlier, the biggest obstacle between me and my reforms has been eliminated. The Alfalfa family will publicize the financial results of Sweet Dream Paradise, so that the entire universe can see that despite the catastrophe, Penacony's...
crisis and opportunity are two sides of the same coin. So, and if Penacony should seize this opportunity to overcome adversity, even if the IPC tries to intervene, every move we make
Now I'm convinced that
Enggak sih, kalau lagu itu cuman harus nyari ini kan, harus nyari yang enggak copyright. Malas nyarinya.
Indeed. We need some time to digest such a wealth of information. I suggest we conclude the first half of our conference, Mr. Alpha.
Halo Pak Rob.
Please allow Topaz.
Enggak kok, nggak telat, baru berapa menit nih? Baru 15 menitan.
And to respond on behalf of the IPC.
Itu enggak, malas nyari yang enggak copyrightnya botak lagunya.
Take your time, dear ladies.
The Alfalfa family had a meeting with the IPC?
I got this information from a message sent by that IPC ambassador. He said it's not hard to imagine. Penacony today is pretty much like the frontier prison it once was, with external forces casting instead of falling into a situation.
Well, no wonder they sought the mediation from the Astral Express. In your opinion, who should
Ya
be
Jam.
behind?
I don't think the followers of the Harmony are completely innocent victims in all of this. For reasons unknown, if either the family... There you are. Did you rest well?
I didn't disturb you. Ah, she went to negotiate with the family as a representative of the crew.
After Anna's dream was shattered, the family branch from the Montour system soon arrived and swiftly took control of the situation. Most members of the Oak family fell unconscious, but fortunately, their lives were not in danger.
The master...
That's what we're about to...
Ultimately, the public perceived the incident as an attack by evil forces targeting the Charmony Festival. While quite different from the truth.
After all, you don't know who's awake and who's pretending to be asleep. Well, they'll open their eyes in the face of danger. Once the danger subsides, here's a toast. With three glasses of glory of the... What are you talking about? It's good to see you all again. When will the Astral Express leave Penacony?
We'll stay a bit longer, but...
So, this is our final meeting then? If this is of music... atmosphere... Ah, maybe a special drink to honor the... let's see... The mixed drink should be solemn, dignified, and unique. As we'll use it to pay respect to the nameless resting in peace. Ready to mix your drink? Before we start... Alright. Drowning sweet. However, not a bad choice.
Ya.
Words always fall short. Lend all your memory. Well, here's to the spirit of freedom. We're not accepted by the one day. Cheers. Oh, are you leaving? Well, then take this with you. I've mixed more of this last
Thank you. I'm sure it'll...
If you happen to run into Gallagher, make sure... Alright, enough with the heavies. Whether it's the Astral and embark towards our tomorrow.
a tricky opponent. I didn't expect him to take the risky step of going public at such a critical...
Indeed. Still, the outcome is uncertain.
Ah, they agreed.
Just as it should be. Now I'm a bit curious. Well, that's obvious.
That's true.
But despite that,
Are you not? That's why I...
once that kid says his...
Looks like...
No need. Okay. Is that Robin? Huh. She's also here on the Radiant Feldspar. Greetings, Miss Robin. I didn't expect to meet you here.
Miss Jade? Greetings. The opening ceremony for the Charmony Festival has been moved to the Radiant. How about you?
I'm actually on my way.
Unfortunately, I believe the Harmony needs... There are no permanent...
Naturally.
See you later, Miss Jade.
Thank you for your patience. Topaz says something.
Is it just me?
I need to set a good... Now we can speak
Interesting. Good.
Unfortunately, second. Now, I'm repeating.
You surely have a way with...
Mr. Alfalfa, the moment news of the family's protection. Care to guess?
You really think you can pull...
Even from peer point. However, after all, we are...
30% equity.
You're a smart merchant. It benefits us. I understand your good...
Fine. However...
Go ahead.
When I was a child, the Order and the...
The answer is simple. With each new world, by then, all... Our intention is this universe.
All right.
Then let's continue our Thank you for your presence, Miss Himeko. Please allow me to introduce her to you, Mr. Alfalfa.
I've heard so much about you, Mr. Alfalfa. It's an honor to meet you as representative of the Astral Express.
This stunning lady is the navigator?
I believe everyone here is familiar with the general contents of the proposal. After this round of financing, the IPC will transfer 5% of that stake to the Astral Express and recommend Miss Himeko as an independent director to honor this.
While this decision isn't finalized, while the nameless
Ya, Batak, kenapa?
journeys for fame, the entire crew has agreed. Of course, all cooperation is the path of harmony in Penacony must not be destroyed again, and such a tragedy must never recur.
Old OT is in agreement, so the issue is settled, I presume. What about the remaining family heads?
They will soon realize the situation. When old Odie answered the last question, he represented more than just the Alfalfa family.
When should we schedule the formal negotiations? I'll handle the arrangements.
It's all up to you. I'll step back and let you handle the negotiations and takeover. I won't be involved.
But Miss Jade, this is...
Aventurine initiated this case, and you were his project partner. If that kid hadn't overplayed his hand, I wouldn't have been pushed to the forefront. I came here today to help you sort out the toughest issue. I trust you'll be able to wrap things up quite nicely, little Yelena.
Of course, there won't be any problems. And please, give Diamond my assurance.
Don't worry. Diamond has always trusted us. I'll put in a good word for you, and you'll have your P45 position back in no time.
Radiant Feldspar. What a fantastic ship. Now that my business is done, it's time for me to indulge in my own little hobby.
Ah, you want to open a Bon and Jade exchange branch on this ship too?
Opportunities like this don't come around often. Just look at the guests on this ship. They're surely holding a wealth of valuable treasures. Well, I'll take my leave. A pawn shop can't run without a boss. See you around, Topaz.
I have one more question for you, Miss Jade.
Go ahead.
That dose of bitter poison. I'm curious as to how you found this information.
I didn't find the information. It came to me. It was from a lady concerned with the future of the Harmony. In return, I've agreed to help her with something, but that's for later. We can deal with it after we leave Penacony. You see, that's what investment is all about. The seeds of opportunity are already sown. They only need a little bit of nourishment to take root. And then after, all we need to do is wait patiently. Like right now, for example. It's just about time my final guest boarded the ship.
Sneaking in was way easier than I thought. The family's security is as lax as ever. So, this is the Radiant Feldspar. So luxurious. A pawn shop that grants wishes. Is there really a place like that on the ship? I'll find out for myself if the rumors are true or not. Is that him? Huh. Vanished in the blink of an eye. So the Astral Express is here too.
By the way, there's one more thing. Mr. Alfalfa and I discussed it. I'll present a gift to the Astral Express on behalf of the family as a token of gratitude for the Nameless's contributions to Penacony. Please help me with the necessary arrangements.
Right away, Miss Robin.
Can I ask you something?
Oh, greetings, miss. Is there anything I can help you with?
Do you know how to get to the pawn shop?
Pawn shop? Ah, you must be talking about Lady Bonajade's place, right? I heard she offers, I've marked the pawn shop's location on your...
Lady Bonajade. I think I've heard that name somewhere before. Was it from Silverwolf? Come to think of it, she disappeared after mentioning that she was going to meet with the Genius Society. I wonder how things turned out for her.
to Bonajade Exchange, Radiant Feldspar Branch. How should I address you, dear lady?
Just call me Samuel.
Samuel. Nice name. So what do you need, Miss Samuel? And what are you willing to give up in return?
I want to keep on living. And for that, I'm willing to give up
everything you have.
That's right.
Miss Samuel, I think you'd best turn around. It seems you're not quite...
What do you mean?
I mean it literally. I sense your burning desire to live, but unfortunately...
Okay.
Well, that's quite a harsh accusation. I understand. Go and talk to these. Once you've done that...
That Lady Bonajade feels more like a money lender rather than the owner of a pump.
Which one should I pop? One Danha? Don't chip.
No? Sorry.
Watch yourself. Yeah, I can see you. Don't you dare embarrass me.
No, it's not the best time to do that. Sorry.
Huh.
You stupid.
Enough talk. This will be our final.
Oh, a big talk? This can't be.
It's true. Lady Bonajade is true. Finally.
A turn of fate.
Hey, excuse me. I was here first.
Prepared a gift for you, Dorothy. Check this out. Whoa! How did you know I loved so? Well, really? I never said yes, but wonderful. So, shall we? Yeah, let's.
He's been hiding at the moment of soul in Penacony, using a fake identity. I've made a deal with the family. I'll leave the extra how to find them? Well, listen, 22 years. Yeah. 22 years of chasing this. I'm gonna hang up for now, partner.
All of their wishes actually did come true. But I just don't understand. How did she do it? And what does pawn really mean? I should go back and ask.
So you're back, Miss Samuel.
Yeah. I found those, but I'm not
so fast. Dell was from it was a piece of cake for me. Let's just hope that necklace will. Then there's Stacy. A lady with from the moment she will accrue a vast wealth due to her good luck. As for Detective Walker, he spent 2 decades chasing down a wanted criminal for some heinous crime. He offered his own memory system as collateral. In due time, his memories as a detective were interesting, don't you think? When people see other and patience. AR 26710. You are much calmer than I expected. Entropy loss syndrome. Truly an injustice. The higher-ups in Glamath. As for the price, those Iron Cavalries weren't exactly seen as regular, independent humans. However, you are different. You're now a Stellaron hunter, a living being named Firefly. Naturally, you want to continue your existence, but with the Firmament Front goal.
Are you suggesting that the IPC has a remedy?
Well, there might be a silver lining.
I see. It's no wonder you said I can't provide anything of equal value. Because nothing. So, you're going to ask me to personally
Unfortunately, that's not quite the case. Partners. A nice way to put it. Now I'm even more curious about the Stellaron Hunters. Each of you has your own identity and a special bond with each other. It's strong, and just as the 10 Stonehearts follow Diamond, you follow your own leader. I wonder what they are like, and if all Stellaron traveling on the path of finality, but struggling against your destiny, attempting to... I really hope that one day, all of you will come and visit my pawn shop.
Can I see this as an invitation?
Consider it more of a personal offer from myself. It doesn't represent the IPC or the Strategic Investment Department.
The Stellaron Hunters have interacted with the IPC, but not the 10 Stonehearts. Our paths have never crossed. You know who I am. And you must know that my partner is keeping an eye on this room. If she wanted to, she could let the entirety of what drives you to take such a risk and extend this invitation on behalf of Diamond.
Simply put. However, unlike you Stellaron Hunters or the Astral Express, we band together merely to obtain what we want. Each of us has our own past and destined ends, and on this journey, we have been invited by Diamond to join him. This journey could be either brief or long, as each of us carries a... So, Diamond made us a promise. To divide the power of the Emanator of Preservation into 10 pieces, and give each of us a cornerstone to fill. Mortal flesh is fragile, yet my heart is unyielding like the monolith. For without this resolve, the way of preservation would fade. So, you understand? This pledge goes beyond a mere oath. It's our collateral, and whatever we gain from it.
I understand.
Take your time, child. You don't need to give me an immediate answer. Like I said, patience is one of my greatest strengths.
If fate turns that page, our paths. It's a shame, though, that this pawn shop can't give me what I desire.
Lady Bonajade? I've come to deliver the collaterals promised.
Turns out, the meeting to decide. Oh, the Charmony Festival. This airship has quite a few treasures. A bountiful harvest.
Remember, I can take you out with just one shot whenever I choose.
Oh, that'd be my honor. Don't worry, I hate cheating at the table.
You better.
Ah, look who's here. The great hero of the Astral Express.
Oh, you're here too. This fella is up. Let's set aside those up.
I agree.
Thank you. And I also hope.
I'll pat.
Ah, yes. No wonder that gambler. Don't try it. Very well. The Charmony Festival is about to commence soon. Then you'll
Well, if it isn't my old friend. It hasn't been long, and yet, here we are again. How are you? Look how bustle. Transform. Oh! I understand now. You're referring to Aventurine's Corner. Guess there is no harm telling you. The abilities of the 10 Stonehearts as cornerstones are all different. Now that I think about it, it was good that Bronya got there when she did in Bellabog. If she... Oh, free stuff. Hey there, lively guy. What should I call you? What? So, mister. Oh, this. Sounds simple enough. To fulfill this wish. Well, it's a two-legged animal with black fur, a round head, and long ears. It's omnivorous and is prone to mood swings. Bring its tail to me as collateral, and you'll... May fate...
services do you require?
Oh, free stuff.
What happened? The Harmony Festival has really been postponed.
Hard work pays off.
The festival hasn't started. Let's take a quick break.
Hi, we meet again.
Who's that?
It's really you. I knew it was you. I saw you opening treasure chests, hitting balloons, and playing dreamy slots. There's still some time before the Charmony Festival starts. Two murder cases, a showdown with the IPC's ambassador. It's a good thing that you guys managed to overcome all those difficult problems. There will always be somewhere. Before joining the Stellaron Hunters, Elio told me that this journey will tell me how to live on. So, I'll pay extra attention to any leads that will let me live on. Yes, sadly I was looking in the wrong place. Do you know Miss Jade from the IPC Strategic Investment Department? Bonajade Exchange belongs to her. She told me her price, but... No. But what she wanted wasn't my answer either. Of course I want to live on. But... what fate owes me, I want it paid back. Not speaking of which, even the smallest of lies can turn into a betrayal as sharp as a blade. I'm sorry. It was an emergency, to me.
It's that girl! Get moving! Arrest that criminal before the Charmony Festival's opening ceremony starts!
I can't believe they've chased me this far. Looks like we have to say our goodbyes. Don't worry, the script hasn't reached its end yet.
I hope she's okay. But if it's only those two hounds again, I'll send a message later to check in on her. Let's take a seat. Everything is settled. Forget it. I've done it. Looks like I don't have to work.
It's Miss Robin! Hey, Miss Robin!
Hey, Miss Robin!
Distinguished guests, fellow family members, ladies, gentlemen, and friends from it's a pleasure to join you all in celebrating the grandest ceremony of the Amber Era, the Charmony Festival. Firstly, on behalf of the and on behalf of myself, I'd like to... As you all may have noticed, this year's Charmony Festival is far from regular. Thanks to the efforts of everyone. Not only that, we invite you to express your warmest applause and deepest appreciation for OT Alfalfa. What makes this festival so unique? Thanks to the hard work of Penacony's internal and external factions, we've finally gotten the dreamscape back on track, just in time for the Charmony Festival. And finally, the last reason. Does everyone remember the Watchmaker? In truth, the father of Penacony, Mikhail In the most bewildering times of the planet of festivities, it was he who descended from the sky with his companions, who taught us through trailblazing where freedom lies. It can be said that Penacony's splendid success today is deeply rooted in the trailblazing ethos the Watchmaker planted within us. Only by honoring this trailblazing spirit can we fulfill our mission.
Aww, that's so nice of her. She's talking about us. the old or new generation, we're all
And now, the sweet dream is back on track. All thanks to the Trailblaze, of course. If it weren't for everyone on the Astral Express, with unanimous consent from the 5 major lineages, Penacony's family, on behalf of all family members throughout the...
Oh, I wonder if it's gonna be a big...
We will transfer ownership of the Radiant Feldspar to the Astral Express. A meager appreciation that we hope you will accept with grace. Let us gift our applause and cheers to these brave and dauntless Nameless.
Nameless, nameless, nameless!
And now, I propose a harmony to the Trailblaze, to the future of Penacony and the universe, and to the cheers!
Cheers!
To make a decision like that. This little bird is no less capable than her brother.
All's well that ends well. Right. But have you forgotten someone, my gray-haired friend? I put a bomb on this ship. You have 10 minutes to find it. Better hurry.
When did this get shoved into my hands? There's still so many bombs. Now's not the time for plot twists. I can't handle this alone. All set. Let's start.
You finally arrived. I'm about to explode. All right, now that you've 5, 4, 1. Is it really that important? Was it surprising?
At least I made some progress.
Halo Joya, katanya mau nonton Bang Bacon Cream. Jangan spam simbol. Mana lagi nih? Ini di
I need your help. The first case, the second case, those are all the details. I trust in your deduction.
Saya gini lah anjir. Anjir. Nggak ada anjir. Oh, gitu. What is it? Halo Tox, thank you, nggak apa-apa. Lewat lah juga nggak apa-apa. Dulu. Halo, welcome yang baru datang. Ya lumayan, ada like.
No dirty tricks.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Yo Nambi.
Not much time left.
Kemana?
Is that Firefly?
28 minutes, 46 seconds. 28 minutes, 45 seconds.
You're here! Looks like she also sent you a message. Since you're here, I'll just keep it short.
Ya nggak tahu cuy ya, kenapa balik lagi?
Received a message from an unknown sender and rushed. The sweet dream has locked apart from its creator.
Mommy, I don't wanna die.
Actually, do you still remember? The script said that I will experience, I think this moment heralds the third. You may already know that I have no way of evoking dreams. I employ a Stellaron Hunter's special method in order to enter dreams instead. As long as I can bear the pain of the Memoria pressure, I'll be able to dive into the primal memory zone beyond the dream. I will take this bomb into the depths of the dreamscape, as deep as possible. Don't worry. I believe that this Firefly armor will be enough to take me to where I need to go before the countdown ends. And maybe even make it back safely. At present,
Oke, Jaya, thank you ya udah mampir.
course of action. After all, a long story deserves a happy end. I have some words to share with you, though they were spoken to me by Miss Acheron. She said that at the moment there are so many things that seem impossible, but are they really never going to happen? Maybe it's just that whether it be a literal ending, suffering akin to death, or a harrowing deathscape. Before the appointed destination arrives, they are all the same. Yet I can still make myriad choices. I also firmly believe that when that moment arrives for us to make a choice, the answer to our end will already be within our hearts. It is not destiny that shapes us, but we who shape destiny. The Astral Express and the Stellaron Hunters are like light and shadow. We walk on different paths, intertwined, moving forward and growing together. Maybe the end is predestined, but it is not today.
Since things are going too well, let's speed up the countdown.
Human life is short, just like fireflies to a flame. So if you have an answer in your heart, always remember, don't leave with any regrets. We have this right.
Arti bomnya bro.
Since you care so much about other people's safety, why don't you go take a closer look?
You see, everything is possible in this land of dreams. We each came here with our own goals and realized them in unimaginable ways. Regardless if the result was a sweet illusion or a bitter reality. It was an answer we longed for, day and night. So, why do people choose to slumber? I think it's as you said. Because in the end, we will wake up from our dreams.
Kirain beneran bom kampret. Halo. Ini apa masuk kamera? Ya, enggak di sana bukan.
When I arrived, I happened to see a child holding it. He said the flowers were prepared by angels. Mikhail would place 2 bunches of flowers here year after year. Your wishes will always be remembered by someone. Now, Penacony, as you hoped, has welcomed the dawn after a long, dark night. The path forward may not be a bed of roses, but at least people are prepared to step forth towards freedom. Tiernan, you can go home now. While the Nameless are also preparing for the next stop of their voyage.
But before leaving, we still have one last thing to do.
Looks like you've also noticed that history fictionologist is nowhere to be found in Penacony, disappearing just as quick. I believe he must have come here at the end, bid farewell to his nameless friends. Similarly, I'm sure you all have plenty you want to say to them. A fitting end to the tale of the departed. One could not ask for a better farewell. Go on.
Dengan perjalanan nih.
History may not have the first glimmer of it, but because of this. A toast to history that no longer.
Looks like this is the last riddle that Mr. Gallic. In the end, we still failed to figure out his true identity.
What should I say? I mean, either way, at least our journey to Gallagher, to the festivals, if we ever meet.
Chào chưa nè? Chào quốc. Thế ta.
Is the Astro Express ready to depart Penacony?
Apologies, Mr. Mika, that we are only now bidding you farewell.
Oh, that's all right. You've all done so much for the Watchmaker, and we are forever indebted. Allow me, as the representative of Dreamflux Reef, to make another toast to all the nameless.
What will the people of Dreamflux Reef do now?
Many will continue to live here. Those accustomed to being awake will mostly have a hard time getting used to a life of darkness with their eyes closed. Though the order has faded, there must be someone to watch over this primal memory zone. Penacony's nights are long, and there are many who are still far from a good night's sleep. As for the sweet dream over there, we're still managing without it, aren't we?
Mika and residents of Dreamflux Reef, we raise a toast to you, watchers of the long dream. To your tenacity throughout time, to each sorrowful night, and to the dawn that is finally upon us.
In the end, we still came full circle. This trailblazing expedition started from the moment you and a bellboy ran into each other. After going on a journey of many twists and turns, they still ended up where they started. Just like a clock's hands that turn round and round, the start and end of each day will always land on 12 o'clock. The
Welcome back, Jaya.
forward. There shouldn't be much left to say. This entire adventure started because of you, and should
Makan
naturally
cendol.
end with you. And then, a new page will be turned.
Bang Jelo lagi live juga. Live apaan?
Mikhail Char Legwork, we raise a toast to you, watchmaker of the land of the dreams, nameless of the Astral Express.
Bang Jelo teh siapa?
To Penacony's past, present, future, and the child's unwavering dream unto death.
With that, our duty as nameless should be complete, right?
The Trailblaze can illuminate the way. But ultimately, the future
thank you,
of the
Jaya.
world belongs to those who live in it.
I still feel that Mr. Mikhail must have really wanted to witness this day himself.
What's on your mind, Marge?
Just a strange feeling. I had it a few stops ago, but it's super strong this time.
Why not talk about it? Maybe everyone's thinking the same
Oh,
thing.
mantap.
I can't help but think that whether it's Mr. Mikhail, Mr. Tiernan, or Madame Rosalina,
Gak main, main karpnya.
long, and they must have experienced plenty of stories. They were also young once, stumbling and bumbling around just like us, getting into scraps and mischief, that sort of stuff. Companions, enemies, journeys, adventures, all the same
Ya, amin, Jaya, amin.
memories.
Ya.
The everyday that we're used to. They've lived through them too.
Oh, jadi bukit, amin.
But those things are all in the past. It's rare that I'm this serious. Can't you just humor me for once? Sheesh. It'll be easier to understand if I use an analogy. Like when you're reading a book. If one of its characters keeps running into obstacles and experiences an ending full of regrets, we're bound to feel a bit mixed about it, right? Because we've seen every nook and cranny of their lives, we see these people as special. So, even if there are parts of it that aren't really realistic nor
Amin, amin.
we still hope that
Pasti
their
lama
story
banget
gets
ini.
a good ending when it comes. But what if they and we aren't really that special? When Mr. McHale sat in this chair, waiting for the Astral Express to arrive every day, what was he thinking? And if, at the end of his life, he could still firmly say he had no regrets, then what is this regret we feel in our hearts right now?
I think each and every one of us is searching for the answer to this very question. The universe is vast, and our lives are but specks. The Trailblaze never ends, but against the backdrop of the cosmos, the average person's lifelong journey is merely a short stretch. But it is in this minuscule distance that paths cross and countless worlds connect. The universe may not remember every person who leaves a tie along the silver rail, but we will. As long as we remember, their stories will never end. And what Mr. McHale has left for us is his answer to this very question. It may not be perfect, but it left a smile on this storied, jaded old nameless's face at the end of his life. And its meaning will be interpreted by those who come after us.
It's not the answer that's important, but what we can learn from others' answers, right?
This is what trailblazing is.
Sure. I'm really sorry for bringing down the vibe. Quick, Don Hung, tell us a dad joke to lighten the mood.
It's never a bad thing to reflect. One day we'll all have to face our own farewells.
But before that, we still have a long way ahead of us together.
So the most important thing right now is to tell the conductor what we saw in Penacony. Then prepare
Lama
ourselves
bener
for our
ngobrolnya,
next
aduh.
trailblazing destiny.
I should get back to the Express. Or maybe I could... Nice.
There.
Wow. Your method of consolation, it...
Still better than just... Oh, hey, you're finally back. We told Pom Pom all about our adventure, and they suddenly started crying. Pom Pom is just angry no matter where the That's right. Pom Pom is just...
It's okay, everyone. Could you...
Let's go.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Nice.
Jangan spam simbol, Joya.
Those three nameless.
No one knows exactly when Pom-Pom. The fact that they're crying so hard is probably a good sign. It proves that Pom-Pom's emotions haven't become dulled by the grind of time. They still deeply cherish every nameless who has boarded the Express and value every journey shared with them. Leave it to Himiko. When it comes to comforting, there's no one better on the Express. Well, since you joined us, the Express has stayed longer than anticipated at every stop along the way. And to ensure that everyone always makes it back on board, Pom-Pom has had no choice but to delay the warp jump schedule.
I see. No wonder I can regularly hear Pom-Pom pacing anxiously up and down the corridor.
Turns out Pom-Pom's been silently putting in a lot of work for us. Wow.
Different from typical vehicles, the Astral Express converts every Trailblaze into the energy it needs to run. Ideally, as long as trailblazing expeditions continue without interruption.
Only 2 more? Isn't that super risky? Oh, I don't want to become an ice cube floating around in space again. When you put it like that, doesn't actually sound too bad.
Don't you bad.
But I don't even want to become an adorable ice cube floating around in space again.
Which also means we
Kamu
must
sih
prudently consider our next destination.
hati dengan tujuan
Yes, I've
selanjutnya.
already checked the astral charts. The 2 nearest worlds to us are the oceanic planet
Oh, sana.
and the agate world Melustanen. As for which one we're headed to, that...
Or perhaps you might consider a suggestion.
Oh, siapa nih?
Everyone, we meet again.
It's you! Why were you just in my room?
It's a very cute room, Miss March. Just like you.
Memo Keeper, let's put aside how you managed to sneak past everyone and board the Express for now. You mentioned a suggestion.
I accidentally overheard how the Express obtains fuel. I just wanted to chat with everyone to see if we could work together. But now, it appears my suggestion could be the very lifeline that saves everyone.
Please speak candidly. Depending on what you say, we could very well ask you to disembark.
Ah, the Permanence's descendant. What a charming little dragon, especially with those mired memories of yours. But I digress. If the Astral Express is in urgent need of a special trailblazing expedition to recharge its engine, have you all considered this? Perhaps your destination could be a world that even the renowned Akivili never reached. Should you be able to lay down a new stretch of silver rail,
Trailblazing?
Continue, Memo Keeper.
Kirain beres masih ada
a
ini.
world that many across the universe don't even know exists. A world hidden away from outside a world fettered by three paths. The Eternal Land.
Oh.
I hope I'm not too late.
I wasn't expecting.
Don't you know how many sentry posts the family has built? And how hard it is to get you out of here? What do you mean? What time?
Negotiation, interrogation, or death. The dance is done.
Despite your fall from grace, you still look well.
Do not insult my pride with half-veiled sarcasm. Have you specially come
PKXD apa tuh? Enggak kayaknya. Jamnya aja nggak tahu.
Of course not.
PKXD apa tuh? Ah enggak. Game-game kayak gini kayaknya nggak main.
That is, if you're willing to accept.
Robin?
To build a true haven where everyone can attain peace.
Kalau yang game di HP paling ini aja, Mobile Legends paling.
If I told you there was still a chance to realize this vow, would you be willing to talk to me then? I recognize the gravity of this question, which is why you don't have to answer me right now. Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds, sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer. A word of advice for you before we part ways. A word of warning from someone who's been in your shoes before. Life is too short.
Nah, udahlah. Beres saja. Woodhill, Hobbit. Next one. Sentai. Saya mau ada ya? Side quest lagi. Main FF udah enggak sih, udah males, nggak bisa naik level lagi. Maksimal cuma 5.000 mainnya di PC soalnya. Oh, mantap. Ya, banyak banget. Cuman Gallagher, Robin, bisa dirapiin. Serat. Ini udah dulu deh. Udah dulu. Like-nya udah dulu. Thank you ya udah mampir. Dari tadi ada Yoriono, ada Mota tadi, terus ada Diki-Diki, ada Kumis, terus ada Arok, ada Rahman Setio, ada Momoy, Rizky, ada Joya juga terakhir. Thank you ya udah mampir ya. Sampai jumpa di live berikutnya. Thank you, bye bye.